Hi, another one from the Woman's Prize for Fiction long list, and this one is Fire Rush by Jacqueline Crooks, and a really vibrant cover, and on the back it says this is our dancing time, again in the same colour palette. And this, it's, you could almost say it's a coming of age. Almost. When I first started it, I wasn't sure. It's written in Jamaican patois, and I thought, hang on, this is just going to be too difficult to get into. A lot of the references, particularly to the dub reggae music scene, I didn't understand. I'm the wrong generation. And there are other references that I just didn't get. But it didn't matter, because the rhythm of the prose, you get the sense. It's the sense of the story. Does that make sense? You've got the rhythm carrying you through. The main character is Yame, and she's been raised by her father. Not a particularly close relationship with him. Her mother disappeared, and they've never heard anything of her, so they assume she's dead. Her and her friends spend the weekends dancing in this underground reggae club, the Crypt, and the descriptions of the music, the rhythms, that it really comes through. And one night she meets this guy Moose, and the connection is almost instantaneous. And she sees for the first time almost a future with this guy. And then there's a tragedy, and everything upturns. She's caught up in this campaign about police brutality. She feels she's being watched all the time. She doesn't feel safe in her own environment, so she disappears, and she ends up in Bristol with a group of criminals, and you're not sure whether she is either a protector or a predator. There's that type of vibe. But music is her lifeline. She writes lyrics all the time. She takes the mic in a club she finds in Bristol. She hears her mother's voice, because her mother was always singing to her. She hears her mother's voice all the time, and this is almost the inspiration for some of her lyrics. And this is her story, her journey, and she eventually ends up in Jamaica. And that was the part I liked the best, I think, because you had the descriptions of Jamaica, the vegetation, the colours. I felt they really, really sang through. You see her growth. You see her grow from this girl who was living with her dad and partying with her friends to this woman in Jamaica. You see her fighting against the darkness and the violence. And you see the colour and the rhythm come through. The writing, the prose, is vibrant, I suppose. you like her and you want good things to happen to her. She feels love, she feels grief, and she fights for a better life. She fights to survive. She's got a good heart, and Moose has a good heart. He's a nice character. He's a character you're drawn to, but there are other people in her circle who do not have good hearts. And yes, I enjoyed this. I didn't think I was going to in the beginning, but the story, the rhythm, the prose carries you through. So that's Fire Rush by Jacqueline Crooks, another one off the long list. I'm now reading, do you know, I always do this, I'll always forget the title. Pretty sure it's Children of Paradise. So I'm now reading that one. I think I've only got, after that, I've only got about 3 left to read from the long list. So not doing too badly. So happy reading. Take care.